almost there.
Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I have 8 quick muscle building fixes that will really help. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, check out the link below. It starts at $80 a month, and I'm with you every single day. I'm not a weekly check-in type of guy. All right, so 8 quick fixes. These are legit fixes. If you're struggling with muscle building, pay attention to these. There are things you can implement today that will help you improve your results. So let's dive into them. Number 1, fix your volume. Basically, here's what I advocate. We're looking at hard sets. So over the course of a week, and this is a starting point, this isn't a rule that you need to adhere to. This is a starting point that you can adjust. You can adjust exercise by exercise or pull back a little bit on a body part if you want, or even add to a body part if you want. So here's how you fix your volume. I have a rule where I start with 72 hard sets a week. Now, if you have 4 workouts a week, this is about 18 hard sets a day, and it works out really well. You're training maybe 70 minutes in the gym, maybe a little bit longer. I don't like to keep folks longer than 75 minutes. 12 hard sets for back, 12 hard sets for quads, 12 hard sets for chest, and 12 hard sets for shoulders. From there, you add 9 hard sets for triceps, 6 for biceps, 3 for traps, and you can add in calves and abs after that if you want. But this I forgot 6 hard sets for hamstrings as well. You have 12, 12, 12, and 12 for quads, chest, shoulders, and back. You have 9 for triceps, 6 for biceps, 6 for biceps, 6 for hamstrings, and then 3 for traps. So that's 72 hard sets a week. That's your starting point. From there, you can adjust if you need to. All right, number 2, fix your hard work. Instead of just focusing on progression, we're going to focus on pushing sets deeper, more reps, deeper into a set. We're going to push safely, but deeper into a set. What does this mean? Something I've said on this channel probably a million times. Push a set for as many quality reps as possible, stopping a set when you feel like you might fail on the next rep or when form starts to break down. We want to start pushing more sets in this direction. We're not talking specifically about training to failure because the demands of every exercise are different. You can easily go to failure on barbell rows. Your speed's just going to slow. You can generally easily go to failure on bench press. But when you're talking about squats or deadlifts or things like good mornings or even RDLs, pushing close to failure is just a nasty, rotten idea. But we want to fix our hard work. We want to start pushing sets deeper. Again, not just for progression, not just progression and plus ones. We want to focus on getting more out of each set. So a couple of ways you can do so is by using my 3s protocol when it comes to progression. I'm going to link that down below. And I also have a progression approach where you are pushing the last set for as many quality reps as possible. So it's kind of last set max reps. I made a video where I talk about my 4 progression approaches. And if you want more information on this, check out the link down below. All right, number 3, fix your consistency. We need to adopt a flexible schedule if you can't stick to 4 days a week. In my opinion, 4 days a week is kind of the sweet spot. It's kind of, if you're serious about muscle building, 4 days a week is a really good place to be. Now, I'm not saying if you don't hit 4 days a week that you're not going to build muscle. Not at all. What I'm saying is if you're struggling to hit 4 days a week, we probably need to fix your consistency. We probably need to fix your schedule. One of the ways I do this is by introducing a flexible schedule where you can step down to 3 days a week and it's not going to break things. We can train 3 or 4 days a week and it's not really going to throw you off. It's much better than taking time away from the gym. So a lot of times what you see is somebody will adopt a 4 or 5 day schedule, 4 or 5 days a week, and then they'll start missing days and they'll panic and they'll re-rack or start a new program, and it just throws them off. So instead of trying to remain stapled to a specific day of the week for each workout, we need to adopt a flexible schedule. What I typically do for someone like this would be to start them with an upper posterior and upper lower, where we have 4 workouts. Upper A, posterior A, upper B, posterior B, and you just cycle between those 4 workouts, inserting rest days where it makes sense. But if you miss a day, you just take an extra rest day and continue on that path. Some weeks you might only train 3 days a week, some weeks only 3 days a week, some weeks 4 days a week. That's okay. We want to fix your consistency by allowing you a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room where you can add a few extra rest days if you need to without tossing you completely off schedule. Fix your exercises. First and foremost, we want to have a good mix or selection of exercises. We want to have a good mix of dumbbell exercises, barbell exercises, machines, even body weight exercises like dips or pull-ups. We want to have a good mix of exercises that treat your body well, okay, that aren't beating up your body, and that also have a decent progression opportunity. So you want for each body part, you want a reasonable exercise selection, a good mix of exercises. Again, dumbbell, barbell, body weight, machines, whatever. And you want these exercises to treat your body good, and you want them to have a decent opportunity to progress. There are some exercises that are very, very difficult to progress on. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to use that exercise, or is there an exercise that allows for a little bit more progression, a little bit more attack? So in some cases there aren't, but this is a question each of us need to ask. For example, cable crossovers on chest. It's an exercise that typically when you're in the gym, the leverages on the cable crossover machines aren't that great and don't allow for a lot of quality progression. You might grind it out for years before adding a lot of weight on there, or you might not be able to add 10 pounds for a year. That's how tough the exercise might be. So the question is, do I want to continue using this exercise, or is there a better choice? And yes, there might be a better choice. The dumbbell fly, the pec deck, both of those will allow for a little bit more progression. And as long as they treat the body better, you're slotting in something a little bit better that allows for a little bit more progression, and you're not going to sit and grind it out and get frustrated year in and year out. Fix your bulk. This is a big one. We're not going to be doing any fat bulks, okay? What I typically recommend, and by fixing your bulk, you're going to be fixing your calorie consistency and your protein intake consistency, hopefully. What we want to do is not just randomly eat. We don't want to keep our weight the same. We want to bulk wisely. So how do you fix your bulk? We're going to focus on gaining over the course of 3, 4, or 5 months, we're going to focus on gaining 10 pounds, okay? Once you hit 10 pounds, we're going to cap it and we're going to assess. So over the course of 3, 4, 5 months, you have a program, you have a routine, you're going to run it hard, you're going to train hard, and you're going to try to gain 10 pounds of body weight on the scale over 3, 4, or 5 months. At that point, you will assess, what's my body composition? Am I doing okay? Is my training going okay? Do I want to push this bulk for another 5 pounds, or do I want to do a mini cut? So basically, you gain 10 pounds, you assess, how am I doing? Then you can do a mini cut of 10 pounds if you want, move your weight back, and then start the process over. Now, if you start the process over, let's say you do a mini cut and you want to kind of re-rack your body composition a little bit. What we want to do from there is we're going to start a new training cycle. And generally, when you start a new training cycle, the first 2 weeks of that cycle is kind of a break-in or build-in stage where you're kind of getting used to the weights or the demands of that program. Maybe you got a new program you're running. So the first 2 weeks of a bulk or a new training cycle are kind of a hold steady zone where you're kind of dialing in your calories again. You're getting them back up to speed after a cut or at maintenance level. and we are getting used to the demands of the new workout. And from there, that's when you want to gain 10 pounds over the next 3, 4, or 5 months again. Don't brush off this point. It's something you need to take seriously if you don't take it seriously now. If you're serious about muscle building, you have to be serious about sleep, at least to a reasonable degree. Focus on what you can control. There are many cases where some of you might not be able to sleep as much as you want, or you have inconsistent sleep because of children. That's okay. Just fix it as much as you can fix it. Practice good sleep habits. Take sleep seriously. Take getting to bed at the same time seriously. Obviously, on the weekends, you can have a little bit more fun. I'm not trying to be your dad and tell you not to stay up late on the weekends, but take sleep as seriously as you can. Try to get your 8 hours in. Set yourself up for success. Fix your supplements, okay? I don't talk a lot about supplements on this channel because, quite frankly, it's not important to me. It's not important, and really, you don't need supplements. You know, I've been in this world of lifting for 38 years, and I've seen so many supplement spammy ads and claims come and go. But I want you to fix your supplements, okay? I want you to focus on getting rid of the stuff that's just stealing your money. Get rid of the stuff that's stealing your money, that provides little value. You want to basically start with whey protein if you're struggling to get in your protein intake each day. You can add 1 or 2 scoops a day if you're struggling to get that protein intake higher. Maybe a pre-workout. I like to keep a pre-workout in my bag. I don't use it every single day, but on days where I feel like I have a huge case of drag ass, I like to take only a half scoop of pre-workout just to get a little bit of a bump. Beyond that, you can consider creatine. Creatine is the most reputable and studied muscle building supplement. It's not magic, but it's proven to give you a little bit of a bump. What percentage is that bump? Who knows? Who cares? It's just scientifically shown to be helpful a little bit. Now, not only does it help with your workout energy and your performance, but creatine also helps with cognitive function. The only caveat is if you're going to take creatine, you need to take it every single day without fail. Beyond that, what do I typically recommend? Make sure you're getting out and getting in the sun. If not, take vitamin D as a supplement, and don't rule out taking vitamin B12 because generally a lot of us tend to have vitamin B12 deficiency. If you have any questions about this stuff, if I didn't explain it good enough, just let me know. Drop a comment down below. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.